guys, this is my first commentary. This is going to be over by what to do when you're behind. Alright, so we have Kog'Maw and Morgana versus Jinx and Janna. Jinx and Janna on our side, or the purple side. And we have Ziggs versus Zed. I am versus a Elise jungle. And then we have Shyvana versus Kayle. So we're gonna be demonstrating who is the real queen of the jungle here. We're just gonna wait, blah 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 blah. A little bit of trolling. I got my E so I can do blue faster. I'm trying to get in the right spot so it hits all the monsters. Nah, obviously I missed it. It's a little hard. You have to I'm not sure. I think it's actually right here that you have to stand. Right where I'm standing like now. Where you can hit all the monsters at once with their E. I'm just getting levels up. Ziggs trading. They're trading. Everyone's having a grand old time. Alright, I'm gonna hit this, so I'll hit level 3 and decide if I want to gank or not. I'm standing right here so I can hit all the monsters with my E, so the clear is faster. Smite it immediately, so in case if Elise was right there, she couldn't steal it. Coming up for a gank. Looks like I'm gonna set up for a lane gank. And I see Elise right there, and I instantly burst her down, doing my full combo. Just showing her who's boss. But that's ordered right now. I come for a gank and I fuck up by standing outside. I was like, fuck. So I just head back into the jungle. My golems. So Vi's pretty good at her early jungle pressure. It's pretty good. It's not, well, compared to like Lee Sin and like Elise, those really powerful early game junglers, Vi's pretty good. Vi's just good all game, to be honest. She can stand up against Lee Sin and Elise. Especially if she can charge a Q all the way up first. I'm not really sure. Maybe I was waiting for, oh no, I saw Elise, so I came in there to burst her down. I must have seen her off a ward over there. And she flies over the wall and just comes back over because she doesn't want to give Ziggs the assist. And I pick up first blood. So yeah, make sure you're always paying attention to the map. I just got that kill right there just solely because I was paying attention to the map. And I saw Elise. Coming here, gank bottom. So that was just a whole lot of nothing. Jinx wasn't exactly ready for a gank. I'm just helping them push it before I head back into the jungle. And right now, what is my gold count? I'm sitting on 1,500 gold and trying to get up to 1,700 so I can my elder lizard. That's why I'm staying in the jungle so long. Oops. But yeah, I still have 2 potions. Well, I have 1 now because I just popped it. But yeah, she does pretty good in the jungle. I didn't have to use all my potions, mainly because I was ganking at the same time. If you were to stay solely in the jungle, then it's harder. Now I really wanted to, I kind of wanted that blue, but I gave it to Ziggs. Well, he kind of took it, but it was all good. I wasn't too focused on trying to get it, or else I would have just smited it at the right time. So I got my elder lizard, and I'm trying to hurry up and get over there to my red to make sure Elise doesn't take it. I'm going this way so she wouldn't be able to see me if she had a ward over there. I'll get them all grouped up so I can just use my E, faster clear. Now I'm looking who's easy to gank. Doesn't look like anybody is, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the jungle. Don't be afraid to power farm. Vi is actually pretty good at power farming too, with her E. So I'm set up here because I'm trying to find I was trying to find Elise. I was trying to counter gank. But I just now noticed Zed was actually dead right here, so I was like, fuck. I didn't know Ziggs killed him. Or else I would have went into the jungle earlier and started counter jungling. So I go over here. I go into the bush to try to set up for a gank. She disappears, so I'm thinking that there's a ward there, so I just back. I don't back, I go back to the jungle. I'm not sure if there's a ward in there or not. There's always a way to gank a lane. So I set up for a lane gank here. I waited for her to flash and then killed her. I knew there's no way that Elise could take us, so we started going on her. Elise actually jumps back and we don't end up killing her first. I didn't have my Q ready. She didn't actually jump onto me. So that was kind of awkward, but we got a kill and we got Kale's flash. That was pretty good. Get back into the jungle. More power farming. Backing after this wave. Lisa's all in our shit. So they're just like all over in our jungle for some reason. That was kind of awkward. Start building my Trinity Force. I think I go, I get a giant spell after that, and then I get random wins. I think so. I wanted Phage to just be able to a little bit more mobility. So I'm looking for Elise. I'm trying to find her. Let Ziggs have that. Morgana's off in the jungle. Everyone's like all over everywhere in the jungle for some reason. Ziggs picks up a kill on Elise, which then leads us to killing a Morgana. And that leads into a dragon. But there's nothing they can do about it. Alright. This game stays pretty even for the first 20 minutes. So I'm gonna skip some of this. I didn't think Elise was gonna be in our jungle, so I do wraiths before I go to red. I set up so I can hit all the monsters with my E. So I want to use my red while I have it. So I come over here looking for a gank. Waiting for the minions to die, just slowly creeping over into the bush. I get mad at fucking Elise right there. She ran away when I was taking the turret. So that was awkward, but we ended up getting the kill anyways. Shyvana stays too long. And Elise comes around and ends up killing her. I remember that. I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, fuck you. But I picked up my Giant's belt and my boots.
Shut down.
So let's see how the lanes are doing right now. Well, it's even in gold. We're even within 200 gold. They have a slight advantage on us. Mid lane. Let's move these. Move these to the top. Alright. So I'm a little bit ahead of Vi, or not Vi, Elise, by about 1,200 gold, quite a bit. Ziggs is about 1,000 or so gold ahead of Zed, so that's pretty good. Shyvana's like 200 gold ahead of Kale. Bottom lane, Kog'Maw is about 1,000 gold ahead of Jinx. Our bottom's not doing very well. Their bottom is doing very well. So we try to find a gank there. Nothing's happening. Yeah, nothing's happening at all. We're just gonna head back into the jungle. I don't give that to Zed, or I don't give that to Ziggs because he died. That's the plain reason. And I feel like he's not using it to his full advantage. He is 3 and 2, but I love being able to spam my ganks, my ult. I have my ult available right now, so I'm going to be looking to gank. Looking for Zed. I feel like Zed knows I'm there, so I don't gank. That's obviously warded. So we're coming over here to gank Kale. I have a pretty good idea that Elise is somewhere around here because she was just over here, but we're not entirely sure where. Turns out she was right in that bush. We instantly jump on her. Gale brings pretty good ult. And they had too much junk. I ended up taking a stun. Cocoon under turret, so chunked me. But in all honesty, I think that was actually pretty worth. That was a worth fight. We took their flashes, traded ultimates. I'm trying to get that red done as soon as possible because I don't want Elise coming to my jungle. I'm standing close to the wall so I can escape if I need to. That's one thing. If you're doing something kind of risky, you want to stay by the wall so you can just queue over if you see anybody there and try to save your queue. So yeah, just farming a whole lot. You only want to you don't want to gank lanes that are losing. That is one thing I don't do. I don't gank a losing lane unless if I have to. And there are like I'm trying to think. Yeah, you don't want to gank a lane that's losing because you're just gonna normally you just die with them, especially if they're really fed. But you want to make sure that you ward. I'm trying to think of a few tips. Always walk through the bushes so you see the pink wards that are around there. Don't be afraid to power farm. And you gank when you have when you think you have like a 70% chance of actually killing somebody. You don't want to just gank just for the hell of it, just to try to kind of take a flash. You want to gank when you have like a pretty good chance of getting an actual kill. Because then overall, you could just farm up and actually get enough gold that was worth the kill. The only thing that doesn't do is it doesn't set the enemy behind. So they have killing top, taking the top turret a little while ago. There's a fight here. I try to go in there, I have to get fucked up hard. Didn't know that there was no turret. Not that it would have mattered. They're all fighting. This is where the fight gets turned around. They end up picking up Dragon. They took bottom turret. They took mid turret. And we are falling behind by a lot. They are 6k gold up ahead of us. After like 5 minutes, we're even. So we are in trouble. So I know shit's going down, so I'm gonna try to. I really want to just power farm, get all my buffs immediately, so they can't take them.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And I want to get picks if I can get them. The only thing, we don't really have anybody on our team to follow me up on picks besides Shyvana. But Shyvana's split pushing. Right here I'm trying to set myself up to get a pick. But it's pretty hard. I don't know who does that, who wars right there. But I ended up getting fucking caught to hell. I try ulting over and then queuing over But Zed follows me and I get raped by Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is actually the one that kills me in that fight. We gotta save more behind. Luckily we have a Ziggs, so you can kinda, you just extremely good at wave clearing. Now everyone's just trying to reset. Shyvana dies. And they have a, it's like 6k gold lead. Yeah, they have like a 6k gold lead on us. Trying to clear wards, get pressure out of our jungle. She lands a random cocoon on me. So extremely just looking for picks right now. I'm trying to find someone that's actually alone. I get chunked. We're up by about 6k gold. Lana gets picked off.
Unstoppable.
Ziggs gets picked off. Pick up that Kale. I get greedy because I saw Kog'Maw, but I didn't think I would die to Kog'Maw. I didn't know Zed was there. That was my problem. So right now I'm thinking, I'm just like, fuck, man, we're gonna end up losing this game. I actually said that too when I was playing. We have nothing going on.
Shut down. Killing spree.
So I'm just trying to farm, trying to do what I can, get bear pieces. Dragon's up, I see that's up, and I just book it over there. I know we absolutely need this when we're down about 6k gold. I was trying to get them to pull the dragon so Elise couldn't repel to it if she wanted to. But she didn't even try, which was pretty smart. But let's look at my items. I have a Randuin's because Kog'Maw is really fed. Kog'Maw and Zed are both really fed, so I needed the extra armor and health. Merc Treads are for Morgana and Elise Cocoon. Phage is obvious, move speed, damage, Spirit of the Elder Lizard. And I pick up a Hex Drinker because I'm actually scared of the double AP. Well, I'm gonna pick up a fight right here. We pick it down Kale. Looks like Morgana DC for like 5 seconds. But she didn't die. We end up engaging onto Elise. Now I have red buff, so it ticks on her and kills her. And we're just like, fuck it. We gotta do Baron. You gotta. Sometimes you just have to go for these Baron calls. You just gotta do it. You have to commit to it. You're gonna see Kog'Maw come out of here, and you just gotta commit to it. You can't leave the Baron. Not for one kill. Hit it. Make sure you smite it. No one steals it. She lands a nice slow, and we end up. All of us come running over there. He picks up a kill, and we know that we can push for this next turret. Once again, I'm looking over here to see if we can end up getting a pick over here. We took a little bit too long to take down the turret, so I decided it wasn't a good idea. Morgana tries to engage on the 5 of us, and we just realized that was dumb. Crazy fight. Let's analyze that better. Alright, so we have me from the top side. Let's skip this until that fight actually starts. We start taking down the turret really fast. I'm charging my Q, but it runs out. Shyvana starts engaging onto them, trying to zone them from defending the turret. We take it. It's currently a 4v4 right now. Actually 4v5. Morgana wastes her ult. And I engage. I see Zed, so I open up. I throw everything I can onto him. And ult somebody else. Because I figured that Zed was either going to be die or he was going to be taken out of the fight. And that I could CC someone else before they had a chance to respond. So Zed's going back. Kog'Maw's still dead. So we have enough time to actually take down this turret. We're still even gold though, but we have Baron buff, so we're more or less ahead. We pick up Elise, just make sure I land my Q. We're just trying to power this thing down. There's 3 of them down after we take this, and we realize that, oh, we can actually win. Jinx and Shyvana take down Kog'Maw. And we take Zed out of there, start farming, and we just push it for the end. It's pretty crazy turnaround for being down so behind. The only reason we won that is clear teamwork, and sometimes you gotta rely on your team. Getting picks, pressure, leads to objectives, leads to risky Baron calls, but sometimes you just gotta do that in order to win. That Baron, actually we started off from a pick all the way down to doing Baron, to getting a turret, to getting another turret, to getting an inhibitor, to ending the game. We started steamrolling through their team, and we ended up finishing this game off. But thanks for watching. This is a quick commentary. Next commentary I'm going to do is going to be actually live. I'm going to be doing it live instead of being a law replay thing. I'll be going in a little bit more detail of what I'm doing. Because it won't be fast forward or anything. But thanks for watching, and yeah, just thanks for watching. Watch some other videos. Peace.